Hey there. How's it going?
I was, uh, 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 well, I waited 2 hours. Man, it's been 2 hours since he said he got home.
Yeah,
Should
sorry,
I
the
text?
invitation was sent on PlayStation
So
Network.
so so I didn't know you invited me to the thing because I put the place like I had the PlayStation on, but it's all like I'm gonna wait for him to text. I
Okay.
haven't finished the Virtual Fighter anime. I'll just do that while I wait for him.
Oh, okay. Oh, you were doing the Virtua Fighter anime? Okay, because I saw on your Discord it just said I thought it said Virtua Fighter 5 Ultimate Showdown that you were playing
Yeah,
it. So
it was on in the back. It was on in the background, but I like stepped away from it.
gotcha. Sorry about that. Yeah, so that's why I was
Yeah,
communicating on that, and so I wasn't sure. But let me
yeah,
kill the
definitely.
party on there, and then
Yeah,
but I'm glad we got that clarified, and I'm sorry about that. I should
yeah.
have
No,
messaged
it's
you more
fine.
on Discord. But yeah, so let's see. You've been playing Lao, and actually I did
Yeah.
some lecture on it today. But um, that said, did you want to spar a little bit and then chat and do kind of general stuff, or I know you were curious about training mode as well. But did you want to just kind of play first and kind of get a feel of what maybe the things you're looking for?
I had to shut the door. People just showed up.
Oh, okay, no problem. Go ahead and take care of that.
Yeah, I'm fine with having a little bit of sparring.
Okay. I'll set up a room, and when you're ready, go ahead and join. But go ahead and take care of the stuff you gotta take care of right away. Not a problem.
All right.
I've got time.
Yeah. Yeah. I texted you like earlier. It's like how do people lab? Because I've watched like a lot of videos and and like a common consensus is like, hey, you gotta learn, you gotta lab, you gotta sit in a training room and do stuff and not just practice combos. It's like, what am I supposed to practice?
Gotcha. Well, yeah. Let's spar. Let's see some situations, and it might help you give an idea of what you would like to do in the lab too, and we
All right.
can work on that. So I am on stream too, so you can watch. You can pop on my Twitch stream as well. I'm gonna do that as well. No pressure, but if you have another screen or your phone, you're able to do that as well. So let's
I
see.
do not have another stream, but I can always go back and watch the pod.
Okay, cool, cool. That's cool. That would be fine. Let's see here. And did you say that someone was at the door right now, or no one's at the door?
No, my sister just came in. They don't need me. I was just shutting the door.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool,
Make background noise. That's all.
gotcha. Excellent. Let's see here. All right, good. All right, so I'm gonna set up a room. I'll send you an invite.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna set up a room. I'll send you an invite. Let me turn my stream's volume off. There we go. All right. All right. Hey Nelly, thank you so much. Thanks for the compliment. I try. All right, so let's see here. I had fun playing Lao today as well. Lao is such a fun character. But so far, which characters are you enjoying in Virtua Fighter?
I've played. To tell you the truth, I've played a bit of all of the characters. I
Hmm.
spent like almost a week staring at the characters and was like, who do I want to play?
Right. Gotcha. It's fun. And which characters did you find pretty fun?
Uh, I found, well, obviously Lao, but the other big character that I thought was pretty good was Brad.
Brad. Yeah, a lot of people like playing Brad. Um, what is your history with fighting games, if I may ask?
Very, very, very casual. I was always someone that I didn't really have an arcade.
Hmm.
So if there was a fighting game, I would always like be playing over like a friend's house for like a few sets before going off. The only other game that I've really played that much on my own was was a little bit of Smash, but that's it. It's only like this year where it's all like like last summer that I really wanted to try getting into it.
I see. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you picking this game, and we've got a community for it, and I'm always happy to help.
I would have picked this game up further, but when I was getting back into it, like a lot of my friends are Tekken players, and I was like, hey, is Virtual Fighter still around? And they're like, no.
So some people are like that.
And then I saw this game went on sale like the week after Christmas.
Yeah. What is what kind of controller do you use, if I may ask?
Well, over the summer I was playing on pad, and it hurt my hand a lot. So I was like, I really want to try a fight stick, because I tried it over at a friend's house and I really liked the stick.
Awesome. What stick are you using?
The Nikon.
Oh, that's right, the Nikon Daija, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, are you playing the arcade controls, the guard on X, punch on square, and kick on triangle?
My guard is on R1.
Okay.
I just find it a bit more comfortable just to have all my hands just on the top row.
I see. Yeah, a lot of people do like that. I will say there is a good, like, in my opinion, there is a good reason to have thumb on guard. And that's because you might feel stressed out when you realize what you're playing with the old American layout and the old Korean layout, even though they would put it on the bottom row, but you're playing it on the top row. But the thing is that in Virtua Fighter, press like punch and then press guard to guard cancel, right? Like this. Do single jab. We do this like a lot, and we do a lot of guard cancel. So when you start guard canceling with your thumb, it's actually a little easier on your hand. Right now, you might not feel the strain, but you're going to eventually feel your middle finger going to index quite a lot, and that's okay because a lot of people still do that. But the reason that guard is very...
Especially when I need to press all 3 buttons and I have to use my ring finger.
Yeah. So I will say that just consider it, but again, I want you to play whatever's most comfortable for you. But for example, basic sequence. So I already show me rapid high jab, right?
All right.
Okay, and you understand high, mid, low attacks, right? What's the weakness of a high attack?
You can duck it.
Right, so you can duck it, but also any crouching attack's gonna win, right? So as long as the character's crouching and they hit, that's why beginners like to do this 1KK when they see people. There's 2K, 1KK. A lot of beginners, this is not a good move actually, or it's got vulnerabilities, but a lot of beginners like to do this because what it'll do is it'll slide under like the punch rush, right? So if I'm punching and then you'll do like 1KK, that'll kind of win, right? But actually 2P, right? Down and punch. Are you familiar with the numeric notation, by the way? I apologize that I jumped straight to it.
The number pad notation, yeah.
Okay, good. So, for example, the big weakness for high attacks, for example, is 2P, right? It's a crouching attack, and it's going to hit them, right?
Yeah.
But also, the weakness of, like, go ahead and block the first thing here. Or actually, you go ahead and you go ahead and do PPP rapidly against me. And I'm going to show you the weakness of it. So those first 2 hits are going to lock me into block, but not the third hit. So watch what I do when I just simply hit 2P after this starts, right? Right? So now you try it. So what you're going to do is you're going to hold guard. I'm going to do PPP. And what you do is just at any time tap 2P. Yeah, at any time tap 2P during this. But you have to like let go of guard to do it. But yeah, just go ahead and keep practicing this and realize. Look at how long you're stuck in the block stun from the first hit, and you would actually start. And it's only 2 hits, right? Only the first 2 punches are locking you, and you don't have to mash this. You can just tap it. This game wants you to tap your inputs. So tap like guard. So, for example, let's practice. We're holding guard, then we're going to let go guard and tap to down and punch, right? Like this. Yeah. So we're going to just do this and basically, let me punch rush you. Now, just keep practicing this. It's very basic, but it's really important to understand this, right? And then you can, of course, do that because that's the weakness of high attacks. But even if you're locked, your 2P is going to win, right? So as long as you block high and low punch, right? Yep. So just when you get back to standing, just make sure you guard. Make sure to guard again. That's all.
Yeah.
Because this game doesn't auto block.
I'm actually pressing the guard when I get back up.
Yep. Yeah. But also, now your goal, I want you to hit me with the low punch during that third punch. And try hitting me during the second punch. Okay? Because you're going to see that your character will stay guarded as long as it's stuck, and then do the low punch once it's no longer stuck. And it's no longer stuck after that second punch. But you don't have to wait. You can even hit that low punch during the first punch, during my first punch, and as soon as your character recovers, he will do that low punch. Okay? And so the rule, what I'm showing you is that basically when people are spamming at you, low punch is really good. Now here's another thing. Try low punch, and then, now technically you should do elbow, but do low punch into forward and kick to 6K. Okay?
6K?
Yeah, so when you hit me with the low punch, then I want you to do 6K, okay? Yeah, like that. So guard this, and then do that. Right? And then you can combo me.
Oh, that causes a stagger.
Yep. 6K causes a stagger. People can, when it counter hits, it does cause a stagger, but people can break it. But as a beginner, it's an easy way to kind of deal with that. It deals with another thing too. So, standard answer, and it is hard to do as all the things I'm going to tell you, they might be a bit hard to do for a while, but they're things that you keep on working on as you play. And the sharper you get, the better, okay? But VF is a pretty fast game, especially when you start learning how to stop people from doing strings like I just showed you. Okay, so obviously 2P is an issue. Now here's the thing I'm going to show you actually. This time what I'm going to show you is I'm going to do the 1-2 of VF, okay? And jab is one of the only attacks that is positive, that gives me frame advantage when you block it. Most attacks will put me at a disadvantage, meaning my attacks will be weaker than yours, will be slower, to be honest, slower than yours, right? That's really what we're talking about, speed. Okay, so if I do this, if I keep doing jab though, what's the weakness of jab again? Show me the weakness of jab. Exactly. So even if I'm doing this, you can always just low punch it, right? Okay, so now let's try this again in round 2. Okay? I'm going to show you the 1-2 of VF, which is jab into elbow. Okay? Okay, so try doing the same thing, but block the first jab first, okay? Okay. See, low punch doesn't work because of this elbow. And the elbow is actually slower. The elbow is actually slower than low punch. So why is the elbow working? It's because of the advantage created from the jab. Yeah. So because of frame advantage, this elbow is beating the low punch. They're actually hitting at the same time, but in Virtua Fighter, the greater damage wins. Okay? So now I want you to practice it. You want to do a high jab with P and then guard cancel. So show me the rapid punch guards. Rapid PG, PG, PG. Like P, then G, then P, then G. And do it really fast. Just show me how fast you can do rapid punches. Rapid single punches. Yep, perfect. Keep doing it. Let's do it 10 times. Okay, good. Perfect. So now, you're going to do PG, 6P. PG, 6P. Perfect. PG, then 6P. Perfect. You're doing that perfect. You're not too slow at all. You're doing this exactly at the right timing. Okay? PG 6P is a really powerful sequence in this game. Because why are mids, if highs are weak to low attack, to crouching attacks, what is the weakness of low attacks?
Mids.
Kind of. Not exactly, but kind of. It's the right idea. They're weak against hop attacks. So like let's say you do up, kick, and guard, right? So like you can do like up kick and guard at the same time. Kick and guard, not punch, but kick and guard. And kick and guard at the same time. So it might be awkward with index finger and ring finger at the same time, but yeah. Are you able to hit kick and guard at the same time? Because right now you're doing up and kick. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now I'm not training you to use this move a lot. It's just that this is how Lao punishes somebody that's doing a predictable low attack, right? Is he can crush a low punch by doing this, right?
You were talking about crushes, not the actual guard.
Yeah. So yeah. So this is the weakness of a low punch, right? So then what is the strength of a mid attack is that it doesn't get crushed easily. Very hard to crush a mid, right? It's a very clean answer when the frames allow it to be a good clean answer. So the elbow is really good because, for example, if like let's say you mash low punch, like just do exactly like that, right? Then I can do that, right? Right. So, right, and let's say you do high jab, low jab, okay? Do high jab, low jab.
High jump and then low jump?
No, high punch and then low punch. The high jab, low jab. This is called a jab in boxing, yeah. So punch guard, then 2P, yeah. Right, and then the low punch get crushed, right? Whereas like the low punch would crush the high punch, and this would crush the low punch, right? But we go back to the 1-2, the jab elbow. Jab elbow, I can't do that, right? Go ahead and do a jab elbow against me, right? Or even a jab 6K, but jab elbow is better, right? That would totally wreck me, right? I can't try to crush your low, and it's hard to crush the elbow. So that's why this sequence is really important, and it's really good to practice this one in training mode. And there is a drill for that, and I'll write it out for you later. But the drill is basically you set the computer to block and then do a low punch. And then you're doing the same drill that we're just doing right now. So PG 6P, right? Or PG 6P, right? And if you do it correctly, go ahead and do this against me again. High jab, elbow. Then like if I try to low punch, I'm gonna get hit. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a spar. Go ahead and do whatever you like to do. Go ahead and fight. Right? Nice. Very good. Very nice. Very nice. Very good. You do know a lot of the moves. I like it. Very nice.
Oh, I didn't know that could ring out from that.
Yep, that thing can ring out.
Like I've been having trouble trying to ring out, been like inconsistent.
I see. You'll get it with experience. So what I'm going to show you, we're going to spar for the rest of this set, and you do everything you want to fight against me. I'm going to show you how effective high punches, low punches, elbow is, and throws. I'm just going to do those things, okay?
Okay.
And you just go ahead and beat me up. I am going to use defensive techniques as well, but I'm limiting myself to those things, and I'm just showing you how strong they are in Virtua Fighter. And they are strong even at the highest levels of play. Now, it's not the only way to play, so I'm not saying this is the only way to play. I'm just saying this is the foundation for Virtua Fighter. And you'll start to see how the decisions are made as you fight me. Very good. Whoops, that was not good.
Oh.
See, I predicted your guard, right? And I threw you. So I tried to condition you to be afraid to attack, which is good. And then I had a good guess about when that would happen. It doesn't always have to be a guess. Very good. Very good.
Again, I was going forward and I got the neutral grab.
So what I said before, just remember that this game wants you to tap a lot. It really prefers that you tap, as opposed to it wants you to tap, as opposed to holding directions. If you hold directions, a lot of things will just not happen. Certain things will, but a lot of things will not.
So I just gotta tap the direction, let it go back to neutral, and then hit the grab.
No, you got to hit the forward and the grab at the same time. You got to, but like,
same time.
Yeah, same time, right? Like this, yeah. Very good. Are you trying to do throw escape or throw? That's the question.
Oh, I tried to throw break that one.
Okay, throw break. Yes, you hold it. Sorry, I thought you were talking about trying to grab me. And so I'm like, if you're talking about throwing, it's like this, right? Then you tap it. But if you're talking about throw escapes, you hold. Yes, you do hold the throw escapes. You were correct about that. So when you said grab, I thought you meant throw me. I didn't think grab meant throw tech or escape.
Oh no! I was talking about normal throws. I was saying that time you tried to throw me, I tried to break it.
Okay. But yeah. Okay, cool. We're gonna go back into after this set. We will talk about guard throw escape. Now, you want to block and counterattack is what you want to do. And in this game, you can block, and the moment it touches you, you can input your next move, and your character will do it as soon as they recover.
Okay.
So you don't have to time the counterattack. You can just do it when you block, while you're still in block stun.
Okay.
So if you had to put like 6p, that would work. If you press 2p, that would work. It'll come out. Your character will do it as soon as they recover. So you don't have to wait and perfect time like Street Fighter. You can input your next move early, especially when you're blocking something. Very good. Just like if you block these elbows, you do want to counterattack, but you want to use something fast. So doing like a low punch will win this. Will beat me if you can do it as soon as I block. Yep, there you go. Perfect. So you want to like block, and while it's blocking, you want to input that next move. But you don't have much time because these basic perks are very quick. Very nice. Keep it up. You're getting the right ideas about how to fight against this style, though. You are making it hard for me, so.
Did not attempt to break that one.
Oh, but you're doing great. Very, very good. Very close. Very close.
I tried to rush at the end, and that cost me.
Yeah, it's all good. But you've got the right idea here. You're starting to get the right idea. You're starting to see that when you block stuff, you have enough frame advantage to start using bigger moves. Just maybe not the biggest moves because I'm playing a very low risk style. You don't actually have that much that you can do, but you can do some stuff. You can do elbow. You can do 6K.
Yeah.
You can do.
Yeah. So the biggest problem is I was trying to open with the bigger moves and not the jabs.
Yeah. Correct. So you're doing great. Keep it up. Very nice. I like what you're doing. I really like what you're doing a lot.
I forgot to do the ground move.
I forgot that's. I think that's plus if I block on that. Totally forgot that it's like plus if I block that. Very nice.
I did not get the follow up. Oh, and I did not break the grab. Oh, that's me. Oh,
You're doing. Keep it up
I
there.
tried to do a backflip to get space. Instead, I got grabbed. Yeah, I tried to get that earlier.
Very nice. Now you're beating me up for mashing.
Ooh.
Because I got that jab in. So I had the frame advantage here.
Yeah, the backflip started, it just didn't connect.
But I think you're seeing how powerful that basic jab is.
Yep. I did not try to grab. I tried to jab cancel, but I hit the buttons at the same time.
Yeah. Really good battle. That was a good spar. We'll do another one soon.
So it's going to take some getting used to doing that in like an actual stressful environment.
This is better than training mode. You get time with me, so you know.
Yeah.
So okay, you know how to do guard throw escape, right? What do you tell me about guard throw escape?
You hold the guard and punch button at the same time and hold it either back, forward, or neutral.
Okay, but what is the best way to do a guard throw escape?
From block?
Yes, and so to do it, press the guard first and then do the rest.
Yeah.
So, for example, now you're in a guard throw escape, right? And for example, try to neutral throw me, and I'm just holding this.
Yep.
Try to neutral throw me again. Like I'm not tapping anything. I'm just holding this the whole time, right? And then now try to do forward, right? And so I'm effectively denying certain throws, right? I'm just effectively denying. So saying you hold forward throw, you hold the forward throw escape. You press guard and then press punch and forward. Yeah. So you want to be guarding. You want his hands up, okay? Because you want to be effectively denying all the forward throws now. And then now do the back throw. So these are the three directions of throw, right? And there's only one neutral throw. So you're denying a bunch of different throws when you're denying back, and you're denying a bunch of throws when you deny forward. So go ahead and try it again. And the trick is that you only want to do guard throw.
Any throw or a specific throw?
Let's do back throw again. Let's escape back throw. Let's have you escape the back throw. So you want to press guard first and then press and hold back and punch. The reason is this is bad. You don't want this to happen, right? And so if I'm doing the throw escape this way, I've got a problem. I'm vulnerable to getting hit, right? So that's why I want to press guard, then do it. So press guard, and then while holding guard, press punch, and either like press and hold guard, after, and then press and hold punch, and then either back, forward, or neutral. And you do back. Yep. And now you're denying all of my back throws. Right? So that, go ahead. Any questions? Yep, there you go. Correct. Now, technically, you can duck a throw, so hold down and guard, and I can't throw you at all, right?
Yep.
Okay. The problem with this is, like, let's say stand up, and now do like a side kick, which is 3K, right? Do a side kick like this.
3K?
Yeah, 3K. Yep, just do that, okay? And then now, I want you to try to duck the throw, okay? Because you're going to do this, I'm going to try to throw you. Okay? And I want you to try to duck the throw. After I block the side kick. Yeah, after I block your side kick, right?
Alright.
No, side kick, the 3K, that was, okay, that's 2K. You're getting used to it. That was 6K, okay. Let's do 3K. Down forward kick, the diagonal. Don't worry, you'll get it. Alright, let's keep doing this. And it's not letting you duck it, right?
Nope, not letting me duck it.
Right. But then, now, do the same thing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a low attack. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to do side kick. Or you're going to do the side kick. I'm going to block it and I'll do a low attack. So then you're going to block the low attack. And that one, it will let you do. We're gonna say this side kick, when it's blocked, you're at a what I would call big disadvantage. Not guaranteed damage, not small disadvantage. You're at big disadvantage. Okay. Big disadvantage is -6 and more. Oops, sorry, that was down kick. So side kick. Right, and so you're not able to duck this. When you're at big disadvantage, you can't duck the throw. Okay. So try to get. It's okay. You're getting used to the side kick. Okay. So that said, try to block low after. Yep, just like that. Just like that. Your character can block low right away. You can block really low right away. Okay. You can instant block low. It just can't duck under the throw by like in the same way, because throws don't trigger your character's ability to like instant duck. Okay, only attacks do that. So attacks will cause, so like block this or do a side kick and then do block low. Okay, yeah, side kick, oh, side kick, there you go. See, and your character will snap into a low guard. Okay. Right? So the only thing you're worried, but then of course you're worried about mids, right? Because mids are going to beat the crouch. So the point of explaining that is that when your opponent is, so now you block. So you go ahead and guard, and I'm going to do side kick. And like, let's say I do side kick, side kick. It's not the best example because Lau can do this, but let's say that I was doing this. You would be able to do 6K if this is what I was doing. Not if I did the 3KP, but if I did this, you just have to block this. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. And then you can also do forward and kick. Yep, this is the perfect answer though. Yep. See, so you're doing the attack because you're frame advantage, right? And then now I'm going to block, so you should throw. And you want to do it a bit faster. Yeah, pretty fast.
So I want to put it really fast.
You want to do it a bit early. Like while you're in the block stun. To be honest, for example, this time, when I do the side kick, you do an attack at me, okay? Do an elbow after, okay? Just like before.
Okay.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to evade. Yep. Now you're kind of doing it a bit late, so you're accidentally doing a delayed elbow. But what I'm going to say is now I want you to try the same thing I just did. So I want you to do a side kick. And when that side kick touches my arm, I want you to tap up and neutral or down and neutral. I want you to sidestep, okay?
Okay.
So side kick and then sidestep. See? And do it very early. And just don't press anything else. Don't mash it. Yeah. Do you see how early you can do this? Not yet? There you go.
I had a double tap to get it.
Yeah, so you want to do it when the guard happens or a little after. You can do it late too. But the thing is that I'm just training you on how to buffer your next move.
Mm.
Okay? And buffering is important because you get the most frame advantage when you buffer.
Gotcha.
Now, yeah, there are times when you want to delay, yes. But generally, it is best to buffer, and you will start getting into cleaner options and more deliberate options. And you can beat sidestep with throw. Throw will beat guard. You use throw to beat guard, and you use throw to beat sidestepping. Very important to understand that it'll work that way. So it's quite a bit. Let's go ahead and do a sparring session again. We'll do the same thing we did before, so just keep working on your technique.
Okay. So just fight normally?
Yes. Really good. Very good. Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Perfect. That was really good. Very, very good. That was a good round, man. Good round. Good choice.
I tried doing a back throw, but I got a neutral instead.
I see. Well, it is. I'm putting a lot of pressure on you, so. How is this drill feeling to you, though? Is it making sense?
It is making sense, but I think it's more the fact that I don't think it's that my brain needs to learn more, but I think my hands need to learn more of it.
Okay, yeah, that's why we're drilling, that's why we're workshopping this, yeah. And play however you like, but very nice.
Oh. Mm.
Very nice. That was a really good use of frame advantage. Really good use of frame advantage.
Yeah. not sure if I'm mashing or not. I think that time I was just hitting the button.
Yeah. You are doing very, very good. I will tell you again, it's hard to learn this. The hardest lesson to teach people, and it's hard even at intermediate level, is that you can throw somebody that's sidestepping. It's really hard to learn. That one is hard to apply, and sometimes what sucks is that you throw it late. You can throw somebody that's evading, that's sidestepping, but you have to do it pretty much the moment that they evade. That's the hard part. That's why it's really hard to do. But eventually, you're going to learn that that's how you can throw somebody that's like me if you're seeing me move around a lot, right? Or like doing these small movements like this, right? Because right now I'm using the evade system to kind of give me a little bit more to work with against you until I have to do this.
I was not blocking. Yep.
And like I said, that jab elbow is really tough, right? So it's like jab elbow. It'll stop a lot of things you want to do. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Good round.
Thank you.
Very nice. Good round.
Yeah. Again, I was supposed to be back there.
You'll get the hang of it the more we play.
I just gotta learn how to time that better.
Would you like to do one more set of this drill? Of this type of sparring against the jab elbow throw?
Sure.
Okay. Actually, first I'm going to do a quick mini lecture again too, so that you know. And it gives you a sense of how this game wants to be played. So this game... Are you familiar with the weaknesses, the problems with backdash in this game? Backdash is actually really good, and it's very good against what I'm doing because I'm doing a lot of short range stuff. But backdash has some weaknesses. The weaknesses of backdash, first off, when you do a backdash and try to guard cancel it. Try to guard in the middle of this backdash. It's not happening, right? You do the full guard, you do the full backdash, and then you guard. Now try to do forward dash and guard. Try to do forward dash and guard cancel it. This is also why guard being on the thumb, it makes it a lot easier. It's a lot less stressful on your hands. When you get used to it. When you get used to the feeling of using your thumb for a button. So you can do this, right? But backdash, you can't do it. Now, do you know crouch dash? So I'm just doing 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. This is 3, 5, 3. You can also do 3, 2, 3, where you just squiggle the stick. So you just hit the stick into the corner, move it just barely enough to go to register it down, and then go back to the corner, and just squiggle back and forth between that. It's pretty fun.
Oh, this?
Yep. Right? So you can crouch dash into guard, but crouch backdash you can't. you're gonna do the full crouch backdash. For the record, crouch backdash is one of the worst movement options. I do use it because I'm trying to do things very precisely, but it is very vulnerable. So, weakness number 1 of backdash: you can't guard cancel it. Okay, you can attack cancel it. All right, you can cancel a backdash with attack. Okay, you can do back kick, right? And you can cancel it with an attack. You just can't cancel it with guard. So you're very vulnerable to getting hit by something like 9K if you backdash. Okay. Now here's the thing: when you get hit with backdash, so go ahead and guard, and I'm gonna do a side kick, and then I'm gonna backdash. So you block it, and do a side kick. Okay. So block my side kick, and then side kick me after you block my side kick, okay?
Repeat that?
Or actually, block... I'm going to do a side kick. You hold guard. I'm going to do a side kick, and I'm going to backdash. Do an elbow, okay?
Okay.
Yep. Just do a single elbow. Alright, do it again. See how it was a red spark there? If you hit me during the backdash, it's a counter hit. That's bigger damage, that's combo, that's really scary stuff. Especially Lao does back punch and kick, so 4P plus K. This move, really scary in that case. So like, let's try that move. Can you do that move once for me? Show it to me, 4P plus K. Or back P plus K.
Can you repeat that input again?
Back, punch, and kick.
Back punch kick?
Yeah, all together, all at the same time. Yes, that move. So block the side kick and do that move, alright? See? That's how scary it is there, right? You get a counter hit, which is going to launch me with that move. And that move only really launches on counter hit. Okay, now the next weakness. So that's weakness number 2. When you get hit out of backdash, you get counter hit. That's very scary. Okay. I'm going to show you weakness number 3. They put a lot of riskiness on backdash in this game, and it's important to understand it. So, this time, when you block my side kick, I want you to do a side kick at me. I want you to side kick me after you block my side kick, okay?
You want me to block and then side kick?
Yeah. There you go. See that stagger?
Oh, that was also a knockdown.
Yep, it's a knockdown stagger, and you can lose you could probably do about 45% of my life if you learn the combo.
Jeez.
So, that is the other weakness, like, of that, so. And then you could do, like, 4P plus KP again, so, after the side kick.
Wait, what do I do after side kick?
Back punch and kick. Punch, yeah.
Back punch kick?
Yeah, and then punch with that, yeah. So this time you do a backdash after you do a side kick and then backdash, okay?
Do a side kick and then backdash. Okay.
Right.
That lot of damage.
Yeah, so that is the risk of backdash. Now, again, you can cancel backdash with attack, okay? You can do that, right? You can even do backdash kick guard if you can let the stick go back to neutral, but it's kind of hard. Technically, I think Lao has this tech. It's a funny tech, actually. I think I'm going to abuse this tech sometime. I've never thought about using it this way. This is so cheap. But anyways, it's not that cheap. Like, you're really vulnerable. Like, 3P is going to hit you. But like, this would actually be very surprising, like, what I can do with this. I know what to do with this, but
I do not think I'm capable of doing that right now.
yeah, right now you can do kick and guard cancel. Kind of funny. That's hit kick and then tap guard. On your current setup, it's a little awkward because you're doing ring finger to index finger. Again, this is one of those things where the default arcade controls. This is why your thumb on guard is pretty nice. So having thumb on guard is really nice for this, right? Anyhow, so weakness number 1 was that backdash, you can't guard cancel it. Weakness number 2, you get counter hit if you get hit while backdashing. Weakness number 3 is if you get hit by a sidekick while backdashing, you're going to get staggered and you will probably lose almost half of your life against a seasoned player. So, that said, you can you can do backdash evade, and that's a pretty good way to backdash. And then you can do backdash evade backdash. So back down back down back up back. Okay, you can do that. You backdash. You can do back down forward, back down forward, back up forward. So this is how you can move in this game. So that said, if I'm doing this is going to trigger that evade to be a real evade, and that's going to lock you, and I may hit you. So just a little bit of lecture on backdash so that you know. Backdash is a good movement option. It's also a risky movement option. Virtua Fighter wants you to move forward more. It encourages the players to fight up close. When you are up close in this game, you have the most options, and you seem to have a grasp of the hey, Crazy Drunk, you don't need a lecture, Crazy Drunk. But in this game, you have you have the most good options when you're up close, whether you're on offense or defense. And let's say offense means that you have frame advantage, and defense typically means you're at a disadvantage. So you're encouraged to use offensive options when you have advantage, and you're encouraged to be more defensive when you're at a disadvantage. But the easy way to think about that is, in general, when you are successful, when you successfully hit, when you successfully guard, when you successfully evade, when you successfully move out of your opponent's attack, right? And when you successfully throw escape. Those are good times to attack or throw. And don't forget throw is an option, okay?
Yeah.
When you fail at attacking, they block it or they evade it or you whiff. When you fail at throw, when you fail at defending, it's a good idea to defend, okay? About 75% of the time, this is kind of the general principles of good play in Virtua Fighter. And Virtua Fighter is a game that plays very much move by move. A lot of other fighters play string by string. You can kind of lock people in pressure strings, and so the decision making happens maybe every 3 to 5 moves. But in this game, a lot of decisions are made every 1 to 2 moves, and both players have to make decisions. So that's a big difference between how VF flows compared to a lot of other fighting games flow. Now Tekken is actually move by move, but it does that when people are very good at the spacing, right? But for the most part, a lot of times people do still pressure and be like boom, 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 and then suddenly, okay, now it's your turn. Boom, 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 now it's my turn, you know? This game is kind of boom, your turn, boom, my turn, boom, your turn, boom, my turn, you know? So let's go ahead and spar. Go ahead and take these next 2 rounds, and then we'll spar. Go ahead and practice any technique you want. Practice back punch and kick. It's a good move to learn. A little bit of an advanced thing. When you do the crouch dash, and do 3-2-3. So down forward, down forward. Like just do the method where you just hit the stick into the corner, slide it to down, then hit it back into the corner. Do that method for crouch dash. Yeah. And so now when you do that method of crouch dash, and then while holding down forward, press punch. You just did it. It was really good. Yeah. So like this. You want to get this move. So for example, you can stand and then do this. See if you can do this. This is kind of tough. Let me switch places with you. Now try it from that side. It's a lot easier.
Okay.
So you want to go like this. You're trying to get this move.
Trying to get what move?
See this little uppercut he's doing when he's crouching? So you can do low punch and then 3P, right? Low punch, 3P. Low punch, down forward punch. Low punch, down forward punch. This little tiny uppercut is such a powerful move. But it's a powerful move when you become very strong at the game. When you become much stronger and quicker, sharper, then it's a very powerful move. It's been a powerful move since Virtua Fighter 1. But anyways, it's okay. Let's go ahead and do sparring then. But I will let you win this particular game, but we'll spar. But against this style of play that I'm playing, you can use backdash. Despite what I said earlier, that's more at risk when people start using the full move list. When people are doing this too predictably, backdash will become good when you figure out how to use it. Very good. Very nice. Very good. Like I said, I'm going to let you win this game, but we're going to keep fighting. We're going to fight through it, but I'll let you win this game. Very good. Very nice. All right. Very good. Very good. All right, good game.
Okay.
All right, here comes the sparring. We're going to do this set basically a 1st to 3 at this point.
Okay.
I hope it's not too dry though. But we'll do more full sparring a bit later so you can start seeing more move applications and stuff. But
Okay.
very nice. Very good. Really good choice. Excellent. Good round.
Thank you. Oh, couldn't break it. Oh. Mm. I'm forgetting to cancel the jab.
It's all good. You're getting it's a lot of room to try out all the stuff and also find what's comfortable. You're doing really, really well.
Okay.
But you're also seeing how strong these basic pokes are, right? These single moves that are very low risk.
Oh. That's not dead. Oh, that's dead.
Good round.
Hmm. Okay.
Thanks for taking this time today. Very nice. That was really good.
Okay.
The weakness of highs.
Yeah.
Very good. That was a really good technique. It was really good application. Oops. So I'm like doing an evade crouch dash technique to kind of get under some of the stuff you want to do. I see. Very nice. Good round. That was pretty good. I was like, it's a hi. Hi. Hi.
And yeah, this can get cool.
That was good stuff. All right, so now we'll do some normal sparring. We'll do normal sparring so you can kind of. I don't have the best Lao. It's just a side character for me, but I do think I have some scary stuff with my Lao. So we'll try. I'll try.
Okay.
Crazy Drunk has much scarier Lao, so he was popping by the stream earlier. All right, let's see here.
I messed up the ground attack. Okay. I'm messed up.
Very scary. That's why this move is very scary.
I'm going back to relying on the string.
Yeah, I know.
Instead of canceling it.
So with that frame advantage, I got this launcher would beat any attack you do. So that's the new thing I'm going to show you. But you can also guard punish this thing. Yep. Very nice. Very nice.
Not the move I should have done. Oh, there we go.
But I really like already your grasp of the move list. You've learned a lot of moves. You do have some combos. And there's a lot of fun stuff with Lao.
I just gotta learn how to utilize that move list better.
Yeah, That's what we're here to train. And you are doing well. Very nice. This move is so evil. 3-3P. If you know how to use it, but it's one where you want to check what you're doing with it. That's real good.
I got close.
Yeah, very close. Very good game. And one of the standard answers that you do want to get good at is whenever you block like a low punch, you want to elbow. It's hard. It takes a while to get desnap, but it's a good response.
Keep messing up that move that I do. Not that one.
Very nice. Good ring out. Very good.
Not the move I want to have. I'm gonna have to look at the move list just to make sure I know that input right then. Because the move that I want to do isn't coming out. Yeah, I have the input right. Guess I'm pressing the button too early. Ooh, I go block too early. I should have canceled it.
So one of the hard parts about charge attacks is you can evade them. So you can evade and wait usually, and they'll just whiff, you know? So you can evade during the charge.
Well, I do like that charge attack, not because it does damage when it hits, but because you can cancel it into stance.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. And it's fun doing... The stance games are pretty fun in this game, I think. Though they're kind of tricky to use, especially Laos. Kind of have to commit with them. I love using this move as a zoning move.
Ooh. Yeah, that move. I do like that move. I need to like learn how to utilize it better. That.
It's really good. I like it a lot too. I like a lot of Laos move list personally, so.
Yeah, sometimes I'll get the jump instead of the punch when I do it. I think I'm just doing it to lure.
Man, Lao's got really cool tools if he sees a whiff. He's got some really scary stuff.
Oh, the back turn combo.
Yeah, the punch back punch, yeah. Nice.
Oh, I tried to do the on the ground move, but it did not work.
Trying to make it hard to hit.
Oh. Now you were just defending, man.
Yep, I was having fun with it.
Ooh.
Hello, Jimmy. Thank you very much for watching.
Oh.
Right.
Bad time to grab.
Good games.
I put back on the ground.
Yeah. Like I said, you're doing well. You're learning the moves. You're doing a lot. I mean, it's not exactly time for you to quote unquote lab. That's more like when you have very specific goals. But I think you're learning a lot of the situations. I think I'm showing you a lot of the general flow. So, and I'm showing you different move applications too.
Yeah. I need it.
But just keep having fun while you're learning, you know. And I think you're having.
It's like I learned what a lot of the moves do. It's just figuring out how to apply them now, right?
Yep. Yeah. I would just say keep working on your defense a bit too. But especially now that I'm playing with the full move list, so you do want to get more from blocking, you know, and get used to that block and attack, right? Block and attack. Very nice. What I'm doing is elbow punch, and then I cancel it. If I see that you're crouching when I do the elbow, then I feel like I'm pretty sure that I can do the elbow punch. And when that happens, I hit all three after the elbow punch, and now I'm in tiger stance. So elbow punch, and then P plus K is really good for that stance. Very nice. That's where that sequence coming from. It's a really scary one.
I was not close enough to do that move. I got close.
Very, very close. That was a really good, fun round.
Okay. Fuzzy the throw. You were just waiting for me to run back in.
Yeah. Sometimes, though, you can actually move forward and guard, right? Just don't forget you can dash in and guard. And crouch dash forward and guard's really good in general.
I keep forgetting to do the attack when someone's laying on the ground. But then again, you're not laying
actually,
on the ground very
a lot
long.
of time it's better to not do it, but after the neutral throw you can do it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get you in trouble if you try to do the ground hit when it's not guaranteed, but Lao has a guaranteed after like the neutral throw for sure.
Should you always get up immediately, or is there a benefit for laying on the ground?
You got to mix it up because there are vulnerabilities to both. Right. If you lay on the ground, your opponent can do some
Because I've been
interesting
trying
stuff.
to just quick rise every time.
Yeah. In general, it's good to quick rise more often than not. That's what I say. But sometimes some opponents are trying to punish you, so you got to see if that's what they're doing against you. Because some of them have setups that'll cause you to be in trouble if you stay on the ground. But some of them also have real pressure sequences when you tech roll, so it's always a mix of both. It's always like it's up to the situation, your opponent, and up to what your opponent's giving you the most trouble with.
I know it's probably early to ask, but what about like my basic decision making and fundamentals? Are those like good, or is there like a certain aspect that I'm missing to it?
Right now, you're attacking a little too much, right? So the scary part is like, let's go ahead and keep fighting, and I'll explain it as I go. Just keep fighting how you want to. So, good. That was good defense. Now, after you block this elbow, you should attack. You should put pressure on me with an attack or a throw. So if you block the elbow, you should put pressure, even though I do fuzzy guard. So one way to do it is you can do a low attack like this, but a better way, actually, if I do this sequence, a good thing to do, if you see me doing fuzzy guard, which means you see this head bob, do a delay throw. Just wait a second, like, do a crouch dash and then do a throw. I'll teach you that one right now. So I'll teach you some standard answers that will help you. But this is only against people that are trying to fuzzy guard. Most of the time, when you block that elbow, you should just like do like an elbow right away or do a throw right away. That's the simple answer. When they start fuzzy guarding, that's when you have to start beating fuzzy guard. And I'll show you actually a really scary way to beat fuzzy guard. So block. So just block. So I'm going to do this, right? And I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to fuzzy guard. This is a fuzzy guard. Lao has press forward in all three. Go ahead and press. Yeah, do that. This is a guard break. So watch.
Yeah, it breaks the guard.
Yep. So go ahead and guard. I'm going to do this and fuzzy guard. So you want to do it after you block the elbow. See? Now what you do with that is you do back forward punch. So guard break, back forward punch. Forward all three. Yep, and then do 4-6P right away after it. So go ahead and practice it. Right, yeah, back forward punch. Yeah, 4-6P.
Yeah.
So 4-6P looks like this. And don't hold directions, you gotta tap. So you gotta tap forward and punch at the same time. So back, yep, back, forward, punch. Back, forward, punch. Yes, good, good. Yeah, so keep practicing that. Go ahead and keep practicing that. Okay, but let's do the easy answer then. Okay, so the easy answer, that'll be something that I'll give you to practice in the lab. Easy answer, you hold guard. I'm going to do this and then fuzzy guard. When I do this fuzzy guard, I want you to do a crouch dash and a throw. Down,
you want me to do crouch dash and a throw?
Yeah. This is effectively a way that you delay the throw, because the way fuzzy guard works, go ahead and guard. The way fuzzy guard works is I do this, and at this frame, I'm at -4. I do a crouch dash, which will cause me to duck under a throw, and then stand up and guard, which the mid attack, which is slower. Okay? And in VF, this mid throw is the most important thing. So let's take it a step back. Remember how I said sidekick here? Block the sidekick. Like, let's say I'm just doing a regular sidekick. I'm not doing the string. The basic decision here is you should throw me, or you should do like something like 6K or elbow. I would say 6K, but you know. So like do 6K, okay? After you block this. You gotta do it right away though. Yes, like that. Okay? Train yourself to do that, and then do a combo when you knock me down. See? I'm gonna do sidekick in the punch, but I'm gonna do a standing guard, like a normal punch like that, okay? Because this one shouldn't beat you if you counterattack it right away when you block. If you buffer the counterattack, your attack will win. So try elbow instead of that, because you don't want me to do a low punch, right? Because otherwise this will beat your high punch. See? So you want to get used to blocking and then counterattacking generally with the mid. But right now start with elbow because that's the easier one to do. But later you want to do it with a little bit of a bigger move, right? Especially because you've got +4. So when you got +4, you can do that 6K is a pretty good one. Okay? So let's try that. Let's practice with that 6K. Okay? And it even works if you block low punch. So I'm going to dash into you, and I'm going to do 2 low punches. And you can high block low punch. You can high block low punch because low punch is what we call an EX low. It's a low attack that can be blocked high. So I'm going to do this, and I'm only going to do this, like, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, okay? Actually, I'm going to do 1, 2. When you block the first one, do 6K or do 6P, okay? Standard answer is 6P. Try 6P. Like forward and punch, the elbow. Oh, that's great. Yes, just like that. So this one takes some focus to do because you don't have much time to do it. You notice it's easy to be late. There you go.
I notice if I'm late, I get hit again.
Yeah. So that's why it's hard. That's why offline this is hard too. Okay. This is one of those things where the AI in training mode will actually mash low punch because it wants you to get good at doing this. So block it and do a knee. Yep, there you go. And with that knee, you can do a combo. Just try to combo me after the knee. You can rush me with PPP 2K if you want, but you know, just when you see that knee crumples me, just rush him. Yep. You'll get used to this eventually, but you can also just do elbow. Elbow has really good uses too. There's good stuff you can do after elbow, but the basic decisions when you block a low punch, you want to do something like 6K, or if you're feeling like you need something faster because you're not as fast, not as sharp on the day, then do elbow. And if you feel like you're not sharp enough to do elbow, then just do low punch back. Just like low punch me back after blocking. The moment you block. Yep, that was perfect. You gotta do it really quick though. Perfect. And then with that advantage, you can do another elbow, or you can just do 6K after you hit me with the elbow. Go ahead and hit him. Draw. I was trying to give you a chance to take the round, so.
Sorry.
No problem.
I was like, let's just wait for the time to run out.
Yeah. So, here's the basic decisions, though, that I will write them out for you in a DM. Low punch standard is that you want to, when you block it, you want to do like an elbow back. You want to do an elbow at them right away. And then, if they start defending, you want to throw them. And if they fuzzy guard, you want to delay throw or do guard break. Okay. So, because you want to stop them from elbow mashing or doing cheap stuff. Yes, perfect. And so, you want to get sharp at this. There is a skill. In VF, so a lot of fighting games have hit checking, where it's like, okay, when I hit, then I do the next thing, right?
Yeah.
But VF goes by kind of fast, and sometimes it's really hard to do this. So another approach is what we call situation checking. That is, when I do my elbow, I'm watching your character, and I'm trying to see if you're like crouching, because like if you crouch, it's a good situation. So if you crouch, go ahead and crouch. If I see you crouching, then I know that I can do elbow punch. So if I see you just crouching when I do this elbow, and I know that it's going to hit, I will do the follow-up. Now, it's hard to see that, but I'm looking for it before it even touches you. Before the elbow touches you, I'm making this estimation. So some people will stand and just instantly block low at the end, and that will cause me to not do that elbow punch, you know. But not that that's what you're doing intentionally. It's just that they tend to block low a little later. But a lot of times I'm looking for that. Similarly, when I'm doing this elbow, I'm looking to see if you're attacking. If I see you attacking after my elbow's already on its way, well, I know that I'm going to get a counter hit. So because of that, then I'm like, oh, I'm going to get the counter hit. Then I might like cancel it and do like launcher, you know, like this. I might do that, or I might, you know, go throw. Okay. Now this is a really hard skill. This is not something I expect a beginner or intermediate to be able to do for a while. It's something that as you play the game more, you start to build the skill almost automatically. You start to see stuff more, but knowing that this is the skill will help you kind of work on it in the background, just like the way that you've acquired the move list. All right, so let's go ahead and now. Again, always be wary of this one, right? There's not many plus on block moves in this game. Jab is one of the plus on block moves. So you always got to watch out for jab elbow. It messes everybody up that doesn't really understand that this is a really strong thing. Alright. The core decision zone VF is that when I secure advantage, I should either... Okay, when I hit you, I should ask myself, is haste going to attack or going to defend? Now today, most of the time you're going to attack. Today my analysis is you're going to attack most of the time. So when we fight, I should just do this and then this. Because I'll hit you and you're probably going to attack, so I can do this, and this thing will launch you on counter hit. And so that's my determination is I should then, after I get the advantage with a low punch or a poke, I should do like a powerful mid because he's going to attack. And then when I finally think you're going to defend, that's when I throw. That's it. That's how simple it is. So I get the advantage, then I mid. I get the advantage, then I mid. Get the advantage, then I mid. But when I start seeing you go, okay, now he's actually defending because he's afraid to get launched, now that's when I'm going to go for throw. Okay? And so that's the basic decision. On the flip side, when like you hit me, what I need to go is that you've got advantage, right? So then what two things should I be worried about? If you have advantage, what should I think you're going to do next? What two choices? In general, we've got like attack, you've got throw, you've got defend, right? Out of those two, which one do you think I should be worried about if you have advantage, if you hit me?
Throw?
Throw and attack, both, right? So I should worry that you're going to attack, and I should worry that you're going to throw. Because of that, what's a good answer for attack in this game? So in this game, if I know you're going to attack, are you busy? It's okay if you're busy. So okay. So in this game, when you have advantage, I should if I think you're going to attack, then I should defend. I should guard or I should evade because I'm afraid because that's how I deal with your attacks, right? But if I think you're going to throw, that's when I could do an attack. Because attack in this game, attack beats throw. So, like for example, let's say you block this, okay? So block this, right? And like let's say you do go ahead and do 6K after blocking, right?
Okay.
Right? And now because you defended me, you chose to attack because you know because I'm telling you I'm going to attack. So that's the answer, right? Okay, so now I do this, and you keep doing this. Do the same thing. Follow up with the 6K when you block. Yeah, now I'm blocking. So what is the answer? Correct. The answer then is to throw, right? So block my sidekick and then throw me. And throw beats my sidestep there. Throw beats my guard there. Okay? Because I put myself at a big disadvantage when I did the sidekick and you blocked it. Right? Now here's the thing. Let's say I think... Go ahead and throw me, okay? Like, throw me after you block. Alright? Okay, good. Let's do this a few more times. Let's keep doing this, okay? Good. Do this a few more times. Good. Do it a few more times. Good. Okay. Do the same thing. Now attack beats throw. I can do a launcher, right? In this game, you do launcher when you predict your opponent will go for the throw.
Okay.
That's the basic decision. Now, to mitigate it, you do guard throw escape. You do guard throw escape because then you defend both. You do fuzzy guard because you're going to defend against both when you can. But sidekick, but if you have a big enough advantage, then they can't like defend both too very easily. They kind of have to do the guard throw escape. If your opponent does guard throw escape, then your goal is to do a throw, because even if they escape your throw, it was not wrong to go for the throw. It's not wrong to go for the throw if they do a throw escape. Throw escape is just, it means that you correctly threw them because they were guarding or they were moving, but they were not attacking, right? And so your throw was a correct decision. It's just that if they mitigated it, it just means that they just guessed correctly and they escaped your throw. Okay? But that's not so bad. So generally, throwing is really good. And if they do throw escape, you shouldn't worry about that. You should worry about that if every time that you tried to throw them, they launched you. Now you should worry about that. That's the answer to throw. The answer to throw is doing something like this, like 3P plus K, right? So similarly, yeah. So it's like if you like do an elbow against me, 6P, right? And then I throw you, right? So now do 6P, guard cancel it, and then do launcher, okay? Yep, that works too. Down forward, punch and kick at the same time is the launcher. But yeah.
Yeah, that one.
But a launcher is a big, like, that makes them scared to do a throw. If you launch them when they throw, if you poke them when they do a throw, it's more like you're being a nuisance, right? Their risk is low. Your reward is low. If you do a launcher when they do a throw, now the risk for them is high because your reward is high. Okay, so that's how this game functions. Is when do I do this paper rock scissors game? and when do I really hit them hard with the paper, rock, scissors? How do I maximize my reward or minimize my risk? And ideally do both. And that's a lot of decisions in this game is doing that. Now that's very abstract, but that's the core of this game, and you kind of get used to it after a while. You start to realize, oh, this guy always goes for a throw after he does this one thing. So like if somebody always does like jab and the throw, right? He's doing jab and the throw, and it's so predictable that they just keep doing it, then yes, you can mash, but I would say do a launcher. Block the jab and do a launcher, right? Yep, there you go. And then do the combo. So that's like the answer, right? That's like... So like if you can get him to predictably do a throw every single time, then you should, yeah, totally do... Yeah, and you can do like the down kick would have done more damage too. Right, and so you'll get used to these decisions the more comfortable you get. So that's the core decisions in Virtua Fighter. And when you get used to that, that's when you're going to see like you'll get more optimized as you play. You'll learn how to increase your reward, and you'll learn how to mitigate risk. And later on, you're going to learn techniques that cover multiple options. And that's what's beautiful about this game. There's a lot of technique application in this game. So let's go ahead and fight and play. And I think you'll start to kind of see some stuff. But I'll tell you what I'm doing as we fight. So now I saw that you wished to throw, so I went ahead and did an attack. So I hit you with the low punch, and I did elbow. Now I'm going to evade because I whiffed. So as I whiff, I might evade. I might guard. I might backdash. I hit you from the side with low punch. I have more advantage from the side. I did 2 elbows in a row because I knew that it was going to that the counter hit was going to lead you, and that elbow is a safe way for me to attack when I know that when I'm confident that you're going to try to attack, right? So right now, good. Now you throw me. I'm going to roll away. I did the low punch because I figured you might do a high attack. So that's where elbow is very scary in this game when you get good at it. I do a jab elbow. It's the basic 1-2. Now I'm going to throw you because I think you're going to defend now. I had a feeling that you would defend in that situation. I noticed you're slowing down a little bit, and that's when I think they might defend. And I'm not trying to make you afraid of defending. It's really good to defend. And that's why I think whenever you do get thrown, you're feeling like that you wish you had done the correct throw escape, and it's good. You keep working on that. I will say that it's good to start with just denying a really strong throw. Like against Lau, you just go, you know what, I'm just going to deny his forward throw. But his back throw is actually powerful too. And you start with that just so that you can mechanically do it in matches. And you'll just be like, you know, I don't care if I get neutral throw or back thrown, but I'm going to but this guy is never going to get the forward throw off me for now. Because I'm going to try to be, because I want to be able to do this guard throw escape every time I fight. Even when I play against the AI, I'm going to do, whenever I guard, I'm going to do guard throw escape forward. Just set a project each day, just so you can mechanically do it and not overload your brain when you play. Later on, and then the next day, you can go, today, we're going to deny back throw. And you're like, I will take the forward throws as hard as they are, and I'll take the neutral throws, but now I'm going to deny back throw for today. And if you can get used to doing that, you'll get very strong with being able to throw escape, and then you can worry about guessing. And I do have a guide about that. But the guide also says that in the beginning, just get good at mechanically doing guard throw escape. And just make sure that you're correctly denying the ones that you believe you should. And then really nice throw escape. But that was a really good throw escape you did, the forward throw escape. And like I said, yeah, just deny forward is pretty good. But again, you are still on the attack, so I really shouldn't throw you as much I should just, you know. I should be, yep, there you go. Now you're defending, so this is good. Very, very good. You want to mix your defense and your... When we say the term abare, we mean attacking without regards to the frame. Like you're doing something way slower than what the frame data would say is really good to do, right? And that's a fine way to play, but it's also very risky. And so when we talk about abare, that's what we're talking about, is just like defying the frames. Like abare would be like, instead of doing jab elbow, I'm doing like jab and you block it launcher, because at +2 this launcher is going to lose to like a jab. It's going to lose to a lot of attacks you would do. Yep, just like there. I lost to an attack because I abared. Very nice. Very nice patience. Excellent.
Did not rush in that time.
Yep. All right, let's fight. You're doing fantastic. So notice this sequence here that I set up a throw with 1P. It's so good. Yep. Now you're abare. See? Now you're doing the abare. And that's good, because you're like, I don't want to get thrown. So, you know, but you should do a launcher. You should cash in on that decision. You'd be like, I know he's going to go for a throw. I'm going to freaking launch him, you know? But only if you're really confident. The good thing about this game is the more confident you are of your reads, of how you read the opponent, the bigger you can go.
Oh god, I got back turned.
Yep, I evaded your string and you persist and you kept going, so that's what happened. And I didn't hit a button until you were already committed. So you're doing really, really well. And I think now that I've talked it out loud, you understood that you're attacking too much. Now you're having a much more balance between defense and offense, and that's very good. You want to keep me guessing. To keep me guessing, you need to do both. If you're only doing one or the other, your opponent doesn't have to guess. You want your opponent to guess. You know? Yeah. So yeah. So keep it up. You're doing great. You're off to a good start. And let's have a good fight. And I will do forward throws, so I want you to work on forward throw escape, okay? Whenever you're on defense, when you feel like you're vulnerable, do forward guard throw escape, okay? But I am going to fight normally. I'm just telling you that I'm going to try my best to only do forward throws. So if you deny the forward throws whenever you guard, you should be safe from them. But just keep fighting, of course. Very good.
Very good.
So right now I punished you for being aggressive. Very good. Very good.
Yep. And then I got too aggressive.
Yep. It's okay. It's just it's after a while, instead of thinking like I was too aggressive, I was too defensive, if you get good at mixing it up and you're in control of yourself, then instead you just get to think, you know what, I just guessed wrong, and that's okay, because we just move on to the next one and we just have to win the next fight, right? And that's the mindset you want to have when you play Virtua Fighter. You want to be okay understanding that sometimes you just guessed wrong, but you can still guess right on the next fight, on the next skirmish. If you can do that, it's pretty scary. You'll be very scary.
I don't know why I
very
did
nice.
the backflip there.
It's okay. You haven't been
That was
punished
a
for
very
it.
punishable backflip.
But you haven't been punished for it, so you're fine. It's only punishable when your opponent actually punishes it. Very nice. Very nice. Boom.
I missed the forward back kick plus guard.
Uh-huh.
I misinputted it.
Oh, you mean the back
I'm sometimes
forward?
getting diagonals when I'm trying to do the back forward.
Yep, it's okay. These matches help you get used to doing it in matches. You're doing well. You're doing a lot of different moves. You know. How long have you been playing VF? How many days now? Not too
Like I bought the game like 2 days before the first.
Okay, you're doing fantastic. You're doing amazing. So keep this up. Keep this up.
The only other VF game that I played was the port on the Sega Genesis.
I see. Yeah, the VF2. Yeah.
So that was a long time ago.
Yep. Very good. See, good defense. Good defense. Good defense, and you punished it. Good defense again. You blocked both. Good. You blocked both and you punished with a throw. Throw is not always the best punish, but you still did something. The problem with stances is you can't guard. The problem with stances is you're sitting duck.
Into the stance.
Yeah, like this. Yeah, when you're in a stance, you're sitting duck.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
doing.
the stance looks so cool.
The stances do look cool. Very nice. Very nice. Oh no.
I went for a grab and I got punished.
Yeah. It's hard. I will say when your life is really, really like when your life is like one hit away from loss, from a round loss, throwing becomes a bad choice just because attack will just beat it, right? And so it becomes more risky is what it is. It's not a bad choice. It's just more risky, but you better be confident that they're going to guard. Very nice. Very nice.
Ooh.
Nice. All right. Oh, that hurt.
I dropped it. Oop. There goes the round.
You're doing very well, though. Keep this up. It's just playing more. Honestly, it's not that you need to lab right now. It's just keep playing more. I think you're very comfortable with the game, but again, you learn a lot from experience. But definitely ask yourself if you think you might be too aggressive or even too defensive. But most of the time, I would say you skew more aggressive, just like I do. So, and that's not a bad thing by itself, but it does mean that you have to manage it. So. Like, so this thing is a tricky sequence because it looks like he stopped, but that stance gives him this attack, so you kind of want to evade or block. Like that, yeah. Perfect, good defense. Good. Very good defense. You're learning as you go. Like you're seeing the sequences, and you're like, I'm not making like you are adapting to the moves that I show you. So for you, like you learn as you play. But you can't against for you. Probably the good training is just fighting the AI. Fighting like arcade mode is fine. There's nothing wrong with fighting against the arcade mode. Like
I was fighting against the AI for practice.
Yeah. What I would do is, so my advice on fighting the arcade mode, set it on very hard, okay? And then for the first...
I was playing with normal 5 rounds.
Yep. Set it on 5 rounds, set it on very hard, and on the first 3 stages, practice your combos. On the first 3 stages, just practice combos. And then, starting with stage 4, start like, practice, just play. And you can practice wall combos and whatnot too, but...
I thought that was going to kill me.
What's that? Oh, yeah.
The on-ground attack, I thought that one was going to kill me.
Yeah. But my recommendation is, play against the AI too, in addition to playing matches. Like, if you can't find matches, play against the AI. And in arcade mode specifically for you right now, the first 3 matches, just practice combos, because the AI is going to be dumb on those first 3, okay? And then, actually, I'm probably going to go now, because I'm going to go eat dinner and take care of family. But,
thanks for the sparring and the advice.
No problem. Did this all make sense to you? And do you have any questions? I still have some time to do a recap or cover anything that you were curious about.
There was one question I had, but it wasn't like super specific to VF. It was more of a general question.
Yeah, go ahead, ask away.
I was reading your profile, and you play a lot of games. How do you keep the motivation to keep coming back to the game with like the distractions of all the other games that come out?
Well, in my case, it's easy. There are a few games that I will always go back to, actually, but VF is my main game that I will go back to because I really love this game. And the reason I really love this game is in this particular game, at all levels of play, this game is very expressive. I think you're starting to see in our training today, I think you're actually seeing that this game itself is pretty conversational. By that it means like I do an action, you do an action, and we respond to it. This game is very player versus player. If we play Street Fighter, you need to learn like how to fight like Ryu, like how to fight against Ryu first, right? And when you fight Ryu, you need to understand his fireball trap game, and you need to understand the pressure he does with his fireball and his dragon punch. That if you jump over the fireball, you risk getting hit by the dragon punch, right? And then eventually you learn that you got to walk forwards, jump straight up, and these are the fundamentals in Street Fighter. Now, the current Street Fighter 6 kind of messes with that a bit in a good way for me, in my opinion, by giving you this extra element.
Drive Rush?
Yeah, so what Drive Rush does is suddenly now you can just like, you can kind of override that game. Your opponent could kind of do this thing that will kind of like, that will just not lock in the footsies so hard, right?
Yeah.
And
so you can Drive Rush their Drive Rush.
Right. And then you start getting into throws and supers and then drive parry, right? And it gets really crazy. Yeah. But I really like that about Street Fighter 6, but I know a lot of people that are classic Street Fighter players are like kind of annoyed, right? Because this is like, because they were able to get so strong just mastering the dive kick game, mastering the fireball trap game, mastering like these set plays, right? And the thing is these games all do get to a higher level where if the players both are masters of those set plays, then they start getting into more improvisation territory because they start playing around it, right? But the decision space is kind of...
I tried Street Fighter 6 for a little bit. Yeah. When I was over at a friend's house, I tried it. I don't know, like... And since I played a lot of 3D fighters, it just felt, a little off.
Yeah.
I opened up the move list and I was like, where's the rest of it?
Right. It's not that many moves, right? Street Fighter,
Uh,
the Street Fighter's design is that each character is a set strategy, right? And so it's very matchup based. It's designed to be that way. Virtua Fighter, what I love personally about Virtua Fighter is every character is a comprehensive move list. It's, to be honest, the better you get at this game, the more use you find. Like, I would say literally more than 99% of the moves are good moves, are moves that are very useful. Doesn't mean they're the best moves, but it means they're very useful. They have a place. And sometimes they will be a unique solution to what your opponent's doing. So it gets a little more in depth later, but for me, what that means is also, by when I say comprehensive move list, in this game, every character is a grappler. You have to learn how to throw in this game. No matter which character you play, you must learn how to throw. If you don't do that, you have a big hole in your game, and you're gonna lose to a lot of stuff that you could have dealt with better. Right? Sidestepping is gonna be too good against you. The evade cancels are gonna be too good against you, and throwing is a really clean solution. You know. But also because of the way you condition people. This game is very much a paper, rock, scissors game, but no matter which character you play, you're going to have to learn how to grapple. No matter which character you play, you should learn how to do boxing, right? The boxing I showed you, and that I was doing completely. Every character can do that boxing. And every character, it's like the lowest risk way to play. And then every character has in their move list, no matter what problems they face, they have solutions in that move list. It might be harder for some than others, but they all have solutions to deal with the problems that the opponent's presenting to them. And because of that, I find Virtua Fighter to be very interesting, whether you're a beginner or an intermediate or you're playing at the highest levels. And personally, it gets more interesting for me the higher level you go up, but it's still really interesting teaching it to beginners. It's still really interesting teaching it to intermediates. It's still interesting fighting against all of them. Because in this game, another thing that does happen at the intermediate level is you get good at certain skills and you kind of get cocky. And then, and you, like, let's say you fight strong players. And what they do is they apply these really frame tight situations a lot, right? And you feel like, man, I know how to fight these guys because I can shadow, like, you're shadow boxing them, like in boxing, okay? Now, here's the thing. They're the ones who are dictating the play, but you're reacting and you're learning how to react to it. But as a intermediate player, yes, maybe you're fighting these monsters and you're doing pretty well, but it's because you're learning how to react to their game, and it's awesome. You're playing their high level game. But the problem is, you might have a blind spot now where you fight a beginner and then you lose to the beginner. What's happening there? This game is very much player versus player. You need to be fighting what your opponent is doing more than anything else. When I told you the solutions that I was fighting against you, it was about the fact that you are on the more aggressive side, which meant that I should use frame advantage and I should attack you more. It meant that when I went for throw, I am risking getting hit. Right? Because you're not defending as much. I do make predictions and do throw you, but I will tell you, you hit me out of a lot of throws, right? So you need to fight your opponent based on how they're playing in this game, and that's what I love about this game, is that people can play different ways, and it's really interesting. Are there more optimal ways? There are, but even the non-optimal ways, like even at the highest levels, you will have people that specialize in certain things. There's the best player in the world. He is just really good at confirming situations when he evades, as well as being good at everything else. But he's just ridiculously good at that more than anybody else. There is a Jackie player that is insanely aggressive and is very strong at that. There is another player who's very defensive, the master of defense Shuopon, the number 2 player in the world, who is arguably, neck and neck with the number 1 player. Shuopon is the master of defense. It is so hard to hit Shuopon. Shuopon plays the most risk-mitigated game, but it is incredibly hard to do. It requires an insane amount of focus to play the way they do, and Shuopon themselves can get burned out in the tournament because of that too. But they're really good at it. It is amazing to watch them play, and they're all valid ways to play. And I think that's what I love about this game. I'm not trying to say it's better than other games. I'm just saying that in this game, and maybe other fighting games have it too, but in this game, uh, the combat's very expressive. The players can play the way like in different styles. Every character's move list is pretty comprehensive, which is why the game is quote unquote balanced, because every character can win a tournament. Now, some characters it's harder than others, and certain characters it's maybe less stressful than others, but they all have and can win tournaments at the highest levels of play. And so it's compared to almost all fighting games that I've seen, this game is ridiculously balanced because every character is viable, and you just have fun learning how to fight them. And a lot of the players for this game just they fall in love with the fact that like that it doesn't stop giving. Like there's still so much for them to learn and to get better at. There's still someone better out there than them, and then they want to play all these different people because they want to get all these different experiences. So it's very expressive, and I feel like this game is a lot like martial arts. It's a game where you just keep adding skills. Now those skills, they're powerful skills, but they don't completely break the game. They're not like, oh, because I got this skill, nobody can fight me. It's not really like that. They all just give you like a little bit of a marginal gain, but all of the skills are going to require quite a bit on your part to apply them properly, and they're all dependent on your opponent. If your opponent just doesn't play that game at all, then you got to be careful about what you try to do. So you have to play this game player versus player. You have to look at what your opponent's actually doing to beat them. If you tried to fight a player in America, like certain monster players in Japan, and even though you might fight really well against those Japanese players, you might get blown up by the local player if you're not acknowledging that they're just playing in a different way, and that you need to be beating what they do, not what the Japanese players do. So this game does that, and I think because of that, it's just that's why I keep coming back to this game. That's why it's one of those where a lot of players, like, I know some of the best players in this game, they don't have any other game on their console. They bought a PS4 for this game. And some of them didn't have a PS4 until this game came out. I know quite a few. Kingo from France is similar. Now, he plays on a PC when he plays his other games, but he plays on his PS4 just for this game. And this player, Deniso201, and it's just because, and they do try other fighters, but it just turns out this is the one that makes them rewarding. The other thing that makes Virtua Fighter addictive, the better you get, this game is kind of an adrenaline rush because it's really fast decision making.
It's very high damage.
Yeah, but it's also really like fast. By that I mean like, oh, now we make another decision. Now we make another decision. It's every like, it's like, like one, it's like boom, decision, boom, decision. When we play a lot of other fighting games, a lot of times it's like boom, 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 your turn, boom, 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 my turn, boom, 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 your turn, boom, 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 my turn. This game, the turns, I don't like the turns paradigm, but it's like boom, your turn, boom, my turn, boom, your turn, boom, my turn. But not only that, actually, when it's your turn, I still have to make a defensive decision. And sometimes the decision is to attack you, right? Because when you go for like, if I really feel like you're going to go for a throw because the way you've been playing, it's like, oh, they're going to go for a throw at this moment, then, and I have a strong feeling, like, I really am sure they're going to go for a throw, like I told you, then I should go for the launcher then. But otherwise, I might play it more safe. But then once I have really high confidence that's what you're going to do, then I need to go for, like, I need to really make you pay for that decision, right? Or that non-decision. So I find that this game to be truly great. I've been traveling for Virtua Fighter for about 24 years. And last year I played in New York, I played in Seattle, I played in Japan, I played in France, And and while I didn't play in Thailand this year, I did hang out with the player that I usually play in Thailand. And also I've traveled many other places and played players from all over the world. And 24 years ago was when I first made the trip to New York. I live in Portland, Oregon, but I made the trip to New York, and I made it quite a few times to go to New York to play this game. And that doesn't mean you have to do that. The wonderful thing with online, and the reason I keep offering to help people, is because I like to share, because it's love of the game. And you're like, well, I would like it if more people could see why I love this game. You know? But it takes a long time to get there.
One thing about this game that feels weird.
Yep.
And that's jumping. Not that you want to jump that much.
Yeah. So, number one, there's always a high risk when you jump in any 3D fighting game. Because a lot of times the way that they do combos, that means that you open yourself up to combos. But there are good uses for jumps. There's actually some really cool uses for jumps, you know. For example, let's say I play Aoi, okay? And I'll do that right now. There are fun uses. Well, jump crushes lows, right? And so, for example, I'm going to play Aoi. You can play Lao. And I'm going to make her look like Asuka, though. So let's go ahead and go in here, right? And you go ahead and you mash low punch. Now, you remember how throwscapes work, right? This game has low throws. And so, first, actually, do 1P.
Oh, you cut out there.
Okay, do 1P, okay? Just do 1P over and over. Yeah, just do 1P over and over.
Oh, hi, Asa.
Down back punch.
Down back punch?
Yeah, that's the one direction is down back, yeah. So down back and punch. Just punch, not punch and kick. Just punch. Yep, that one. So go ahead and do that. Yep. Good. Right? Keep doing it.
Yep, low crushes.
Okay, so now I crush the low, right? And with her, when I hit with this thing, it forces you to crouch enough that I can do a low throw. And the low throw, to do a low throw escape, you gotta do the same as a throw escape, except the directions is down back, down, or down forward. And it's a 3-way guess, and it's a high damage guess. So there's that. There is, of course, that I can do this move from far. If I have enough frames, this move will beat a low attack. Towards, like, the closer it gets to the hit, this move will beat a low attack. There is this too. So I can do stuff like this. Like this low kick. I can do like this one. It's not much damage. But the really big one is this one. Because if I hit with this one, then I get a free low throw. Right? Like this. And it's really powerful. And you saw like it did like half life, right? And that's a different low throw. Lots of life. And here's a different low throw. Lots of life, right? That's down 4. Perfect. You did it. Yep. Now, I don't want to give the impression that low throws are super amazing. Low throws are really cool. But they're kind of hard to use. And only a few characters have them. They're good to use when you're a lot stronger in the game and when you start recognizing that people are doing fuzzy guard. And for Aoi, when you set this particular situation up, like you hop over like a slow low attack, and then you hit them with this punch, and basically now they have a 3-way guess, and so you have a good 2 out of 3 chance if you're being random to do high damage. You know, it's really annoying. It's really, really scary. So like if someone's just low attacking all day, there's this, but also in this, you know, that's where hopping is good. The whole point of this was to explain that hopping is good, but if you jab me out of the air, if you just jab me out of the air, you get like a free combo, right? You can do a conversion. So hopping is very dangerous. And I really only want to do it when I'm predicting that you're going to do like a low punch or a low attack. So yeah, hopping in 3D fighters in general is a very risky thing because of the vulnerability to being comboed. Because you can't block in the air in this game. I mean, you can do this, and so that is the thing. But yeah. But there are fun guessing games you can do in this game with the hop attacks too. So you'll see us do it at the higher level. And so it's not totally bad. It's just like the backdash. It's just extra risky. Does that make sense? Oh, my phone died. Okay. I guess you can hear me on the stream though later. My phone died. I totally forgot the battery was low. Alright, let's fight. Good. I'm just teaching him how this stance works. Good. Throw is the correct answer. Throw is the correct answer. Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little quiet because my phone's on the charger. My phone died.
Oh. Oh, I thought you were done. You did say you had to go eat.
Yeah, I will go eat though after this. So we'll do this set and then we'll go. But I figure I might as well show you Aoi for fun. So Aoi is not recommended for beginners, by the way.
She has the parries.
Yeah, but I don't recommend her for beginners because she's very technical and despite the damage I'm doing, she's actually pretty hard to do damage with until you get a lot better, or until you know situations better. But so I don't really recommend her for beginners. But
Interrupted her, and then I saw the weight class.
Yeah, she's gonna get comboed like a lot. Very nice. Very nice.
Ooh. I mean, just as he was starting to stand.
Very nice.
I don't know why I went for the grand place.
It's okay. It's not a bad idea. It's just it was a bad guess, not a bad decision. All right. The truth is, it was a bad guess, but not a bad decision. Nothing wrong with a bad guess.
You're fishing all the side steps.
Yeah. So again, your 6 kick plus guard can beat sidesteps, and your throw can beat sidesteps. So if you predict the sidestep, but you got to do it right away. That's the hard part. The hard part is like if they already sidestep, it's too late, for at least for the throw, you know. So it's one of those where it's kind of a read, but when you get used to it, it's really powerful. Throws are really good for
I think
punishing.
the hardest part is remembering which one's the linear and which one's actually track.
Yep. So forward kick and guard. Forward kick and guard's like the big spin kick.
That was a mistake. Ooh.
This move is really annoying. Yeah, this move is really annoying because it will slide under like jabs too.
Oh, I'm dead.
They're always very. Nice. Very nice. That's the spin kick. That's the one that, like, if I evade, that thing will probably hit me pretty hard. So. Nice! Very good round. Alright. We're on a roll. Let's see how this goes. Nice. It's a good decision. Good. You won the game. Good job. Good game. You did very good there.
Yeah, very long sets.
Yep.
This, 5 wins?
This will be the last one, but I really enjoyed this time, and I'm happy to do another sometime. So thank you very much.
Without backdash, happy there.
That was her Sabaki. So this thing will beat like high punch and elbow. High and mid punches. It's really scary.
I was hoping for a grab, so I wanted to go for a long first. I didn't realize my was that low.
Yeah. Yeah, 1P is good at dealing with counters, yeah.
Oh. I forgot that I went into the stance. I wanted to do a standard check. After that, I was going into the stance. Oh, the last chance to make that comeback.
Yep. Okay. Never give up. But always build your skills. really good.
Ooh, 2. I was too far away to do the guard break.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Alright, I'm not winning this round like this.
No, but it was a fun battle. It was a fun battle, though.
I have to practice my input. I don't know why I got a normal jab when I thought I inputted back forward.
So after she does a reversal, some of them, she has a ground throw opportunity. The ground throw escape is either down or down forward, so it's a 2-way, not 3-way for ground throws.
I did not follow the wall. Don't know how I'm doing my first.
Good games. So,
I need to
how
learn to like react to actually do the on the ground move.
it can be a bit tough, but yeah. How are you feeling about this game, though? How does it seem like?
My favorite thing about this game that there's no rage and no rage arts. That's my favorite part of the game.
You're not a fan of the specials, huh? The supers. Yeah.
Nope, I understand them in like 2D, but in 3D they kind of feel cheap.
Yeah. They definitely have a weird feel for sure. But yeah, I like that this game keeps
It's
it
not the
simple.
fact that they have supers, it's the fact my reward for doing damage to my opponent is giving them a super move.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah. It's or like I think Reinhardt puts it, it's like he doesn't like mechanics where they just give you like something good because you did nothing. So, but yeah. Um yeah, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, and I really enjoyed this session. So thanks a lot, man. And we'll keep in touch. We'll keep chatting, and we'll do another session sometime. But also, I'll try to send you some notes from what I remember today, just as a reminder. I would say, just again, keep working on that balance. You do skew towards being very aggressive. So just kind of what you do is just at least occasionally keep yourself in check on that aggression in terms of make sure you're defending here and there. But you're doing great, and the Tuesday leagues are going to be awesome. But also feel free to play in the open league. You seem to have a very good attitude, and and you seem to be the type that's willing to learn. So I think with that, if that is the case, open league should be a lot of fun for you as well.
Yeah, I try to have a better attitude. That's why I quit like playing Smash with friends because after 3 years, I start getting more easily frustrated with the game.
Yeah, that can definitely happen, and not gonna lie, can definitely happen with VF as well. But But this game can reward, if you keep trying to be zen about it, it can really reward you in that way.
Yeah.
Look at me, of course, right? So, you know, but but if you can make sure that you're having fun while you play it, you learn a lot and you get stronger. So,
Uh-oh, did he die? He might have died.
no, I just left the room, and can you hear me?
Yeah, you stopped talking mid-sentence, so I thought you died.
Oh no, I was just checking something on the stream. And yeah, and then Crazy Drunk was joking. He's one of the strongest players in the country, but he says, "I will be part of the next lesson, Wi-Fi and all." So, well,
I look forward to the lesson.
yeah, he will be the one teaching me lessons. That his fundamentals are stronger. His foundation, in my view, was he was always a very set play player, but his fundamentals are off the charts now, and so he's both, and it's so terrifying. He's so good, and like he's filled all the gaps, and he knows what to do, and he's one of the strongest players in the country. So I love fighting him, and I'm glad that more people get to fight him now. But now he just moved to a new place, and his current arrangement has got him stuck on Wi-Fi, unfortunately. So he might not be playing online as much. I don't mind playing his Wi-Fi, if I'm being honest, but it is different.
So I didn't say it, but the main reason why I decided to try out Virtual Fighter was I was trying to broaden my horizons and play more different fighting games, and I like had to I knew I wasn't able to get a PlayStation in time for Tekken, so I canceled the pre-order, put like the money I had on it on a gift card, and it was all like, I want to try Strive out, so I bought Strive because it was on sale, but I still had like some cash left over, and then I was curious about Virtual Fighter, so I was looking into it. It was like, do people still play Virtual Fighter? And then I saw like the PlayStation version was on sale for $8.
Yeah.
And it was like, as soon as I have a little bit extra money, I think I will go ahead and use the leftover credits I have on the PlayStation Store and get it.
Yeah. Also, yeah, and I'm glad you did, and I do think I think the game is obviously I think it's a really good deal. Obviously, I would say that, but I honestly think that this game it's got so much going for it. It can definitely use more players, of course, but for me, I think I'm well known enough in the community that I can always find opponents, so I'm fortunate. But I also do try to make sure, like you saw that I added you to some groups on PlayStation Network, and that is because I do want to try to help you find other people to spar with, people that are at similar skill level as you, and people that you can grow in the game with too.
Yeah.
But also, I'm always happy
thank
to
goodness
spar.
for Aki's leagues.
Yeah, Kai's leagues are awesome, and I'm really glad that you're participating in those. Like, keep doing that. I think they're fun, and I think you are improving too, and we'll keep, I'm happy to keep working on your game as well. But any questions you have, just let me know. For the training mode, I think, honestly, right now, I don't think it's that you need to do lab or whatever. I understand some people, that's their process. But I think you seem to be much more about experiencing.
I was only thinking about lab because of all the videos that pop up on the feed that are all like pro players say that you need to lab X hours a day to be good at the game.
Well, there is a point where, that will, but...
I'm like, how do you even use the lab?
Yep, yeah. But you'll get there. And again, like, the more you know how to use the lab. But right now, like I said, that arcade mode is good because your particular goals, you're going to practice combos, but not just combos, because combos are not everything in this game. This game, winning combat is more important. But once you get to stage 4 and above, you have to play more, like you have to balance your defense and offense, and you have to start learning how to apply those combos, but also how to just kind of how to you'll learn as you fight, and the AI is good enough to really train you on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I'm one of those.
There is one thing I don't really like about the arcade mode.
Yep. What's that?
You get to the end and you just get credits, nothing.
Yeah.
You don't learn anything about anyone.
Yeah. So the funny thing is the main story mode is in the pachinko machine. So there is in Japan there are pachinko machines and they're amazing. They got full stories with acting.
I know very little about like the story. The only things I know is that Lao is Pan's daughter, the Bryant siblings, and what Judgment 6 is a thing.
Yeah, Judgment 6 is like the organization. We can talk about
Judgment 6 because of
you've been watching the
Virtual Quest.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, that's true. There isn't much story. Focus is mostly on the gameplay. I mean, we can tell you story, but it's also like, But again, it's like, hey, Tekken's got a very in-depth story. Is it the best story? Not really, but it's an in-depth story.
Is it the silliest story?
It's fun. It's fun. But I think, Tekken represents like, I think ever since Tekken 5 or 6, Tekken has represented power fantasy, right? Having like megaton punches.
I mean, they introduced Devil Kazi in Tekken 2, so
yeah. But then, but it started with more of a martial arts base, but being a power fantasy, and then I think Virtua Fighter has been more cinematic martial arts, mostly like the 80s and 90s style, but I would like to see VF6 kind of.
It's very grounded.
Very grounded, yes. So, but except for the jumps, Virtua Fighter.
About fighting and not some silly apocalyptic event.
Yeah, but when people ask about what about those jumps from Virtua Fighter 1 and 2, I'll just say, well, again, cinematic martial arts, because if you watch the old Kung Fu movies, they're like jumping 30 feet in the air. So,
So. You ever considered the tournament actually takes place on the moon?
Yeah. Anyways, I better go. My kids were knocking on the door for a while. So, this was a real pleasure. Thanks a lot. Haste, or do you prefer being called XenoHaste or Haste? So.
Haste. I usually only put the Xeno prefix on there if I have
someone else took it
on a website and Haste is taken, and it usually is.
Gotcha. Man.
I only really put the Xeno on there because of how much I like the Xeno games. Xenogear, Xenoblade.
Yeah. Have you added Silverbolt to your friends list?
What?
The player that also goes into there's a player Silverbolt that also plays in League. You should definitely add them, and you should add a few players. I'll send you a list later of players you should add to your friends list and just try to get sparring sessions with them. I think they're always willing to do a sparring session, and I think and there's quite a few people. J-Thor as well. Obviously, both of you play Lao, but I think it'll allow you to be able to get those opportunities to play this game more and develop more and see more. Like, there's so much that you guys. What I definitely recommend is, in this game especially, is you want to play people of similar skill most of the time if possible. And then, yes, you want to play people that are weaker and also people that are stronger. You get a lot of perspective from all of it. But I am happy to play with you whenever I'm available to do that.
The only reason I haven't tried to ask anyone that's in the group to spar is because it's such a pain in the ass to type with a joystick.
It can be, yeah. I get that. Yeah, I get that too. I understand, because I've gotten so used to it, but I totally get that. But hopefully it'll work out, and especially when you form parties on PlayStation Network, it makes it a little faster. There is a way to do it through groups and through parties to just speed up that process a little. So we'll work on that, and maybe I'll use the PlayStation Network group as a way to kind of get the matches going and make it easier to invite quickly. So, yeah. All right, man.
That also means I have to actually check it.
Well, what I'll do is I'll message you on Discord and say, hey, go ahead and accept the thing on the. I'll let you know, give you a heads up. So we'll establish a fast way to get the games going. So, all right, man. Have a good one. And
I will see you again.
see you again soon. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
Xenogears is awesome. I also have to finish it, but I don't know if I have my memory card from 1999 left. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Nelly. Well, you're a wonderful man too. You guys are amazing, and thank you guys for support. Crazy Drunk, thank you very much for your support. Even if it's like memeing a bit, it's a lot of fun to have you. And you are amazing. Both of you are amazing players. So thank you all very much. I'm gonna go enjoy dinner, and yeah, this was a lot of fun. I like to help people out, so especially VF. Spreading the love always helps. So let's see here. Let's see who we can raid this time. We got Bushido. Let's do Bushido. Yeah, I mean, I always like Juicebox. He's doing Tekken, which is awesome because he's ready for Tekken 8. Let's do Bushido, who's doing VF5 Final Showdown. What did you say here? Oh crap, I messed that up. Okay, we'll raid now. Yes. Alright, thank you all so much. Cheers.